Good morning, students of class 7th. Today I am going to tell you about the third chapter of geography, that is the atmosphere. Students, in the previous chapter we learned about the inside of the earth, and in this chapter we learn about the atmosphere. The blanket of air that surrounds the earth is called the atmosphere. The atmosphere is vital for survival of life on earth. It has made the earth a unique planet. It provides us the air we breathe and also protects us from the harmful effects of the sun rays. Without this blanket of protection, we would have been baked alive by the scorching heat of the sun during the day and get frozen during the night. The atmosphere keeps the temperature on the earth moderate and makes it livable. Composition of the atmosphere. The air we breathe in is a mixture of many gases, of which nitrogen and oxygen are the two main constituents. Other gases like carbon dioxide, hydrogen, ozone, and argon are some other gases found in lesser quantities in the atmosphere. Apart from these gases, tiny dust particles and water vapor are also present in the atmosphere in very small quantity. Nitrogen is the most abundant gas present in the atmosphere. Nitrogen is essential for the survival of the plants. They cannot take nitrogen directly from the air. Some nitrogen fixing bacteria that live in the soil and roots of the some plant take nitrogen from the air and break them so that plants can use it. Oxygen is the second most plentiful gas present in the air. All living beings take oxygen from the air during breathing. Green trees absorb carbon dioxide from the air and release oxygen during photosynthesis. In this way, the oxygen content of the air remains balanced. Increasing deforestation disturb this balance. Carbon dioxide is another important gas present in the air. Green plants take in carbon dioxide to make their own food and release oxygen. Human beings and animals release carbon dioxide. The amount of carbon dioxide released by human beings and animals are equal to the amount used by the plants, which make a perfect balance. However, excessive burning of fossil fuel like coal and petroleum release billions of tons of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere each year, thus disturbing the balance. The increased volume of carbon dioxide is already affecting the earth weather and climate. Structure of the atmosphere. Starting right from the earth's surface, the atmosphere can be divided into 5 layers. They are troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, and exosphere. Significance of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is vital for the survival of life on the earth. The main advantages of the atmosphere are follow. The lower layer of the atmosphere has life-giving oxygen which is needed for breathing. Nitrogen and carbon dioxide are needed by plants for their growth. Carbon dioxide also controls the earth temperature by absorbing the heat radiated from the surface and keep the earth warm. Like carbon dioxide, water vapor in the atmosphere also help to keep the earth warm. Atmosphere prevents the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays from reaching the earth's surface. The dust particles present in the atmosphere act as condensation and play an important role in causing precipitation. An important trace gas called ozone in the atmosphere is essential for our survival. Now we are going to learn about the atmospheric temperature. The degree of hotness or coldness of the air is known as temperature. The temperature of the earth changes not only between day and night but also from season and place to place. As we know, the sun is the source of all form of energy. It radiates heat and light energy. It is known as solar radiation. The earth receives only a fraction of this solar radiation, which is called insolation. It causes changes in the atmospheric temperature. The amount of solar radiation received by the earth's surface varies from place to place. Heating of the atmosphere. The atmosphere is not heated directly by the sun heat. Heating of the atmosphere takes place through the following process. Conduction. The Earth's surface is heated by insolation. The heated Earth's surface transfers heat to the lower layer of the Earth by the process of conduction. Convection. The heated layer of air move up convection currents and carry the heat to the upper layer of the atmosphere. Measurement of atmospheric pressure. The atmospheric pressure is measured with the help of barometer. The unit used in measure atmospheric pressure is millibar. The height of 3 millimeter of mercury column in the barometer is equivalent to 4 or air pressure. The normal atmospheric pressure at sea level is about 76 centimeter of the mercury column in the barometer. Distribution of atmospheric pressure. The distribution of atmospheric pressure is not uniform as it greatly affected by the variation in temperature, distribution and rotation on the earth. Atmospheric pressure is highest at the sea level. Wind. The air is invisible, but its presence can be felt when it blows, carrying dry leaves and uprooting trees in case of a storm. It has the tendency to blow from a high pressure region to a low pressure region. The air that moves horizontally is called wind. The vertical movement of air is called air current. The speed of the wind is not always the same. It varies with the atmospheric pressure. The wind is named after the direction from which it blows. For example, the wind blowing from the western side is called the west wind, is deflected towards the right in the northern hemisphere and towards the left in the southern hemisphere. This happens due to the earth rotation. Wind direction and velocity. The instrument used to find the direction of the wind is called wind vane. The speed of the wind is measured with anemometer. The speed and direction of wind always keep changes. Thank you.